the money he robbed.
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I'm back gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in his dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was design fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my actions. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place Embrace a captivity, save facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angels, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the.
Yeah. Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is Priesthood Officer YASHAYA of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General YAHANNA, holding it down for Officer Magazar for the Tuesday Brotherhood class. Officer Magazar had some things to sort out, so I'm going to stand in for the brother for today, for the Brotherhood class. The brother does a lot of work in the nation of Israel. So, yes, I'm here in the Brotherhood class. Click the button. If there's any brother that could help me out with reading, that would be Tawab. First of all, I would like to say Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Alatham Ba'ashem Yahshua to the sisters. I see the usuals in the chat. Shai, Sister Shayara, always a staple in the Isupk Florida class. Officer Malgazar, he will be back probably with whatever schedule he's in for his next class. As of now, I stand in for the Brotherhood class. As of now, what's going on in the world is crazy, right? I've been looking, before I came into school, I was probably watching videos for like 10 years. Actually, before I start speaking, please put a 1W in the chat. If my sound is coming through correct, I just do not want to have any lags, any sound, any problems. So, Baba Kishar, if you could put through any a 1W just so that I can know everything is good, everything is perfect, and then we can continue with the class. Alakia for the color of the drink. It's an energy drink. It just happens to be the color of the red color. So the water, sis, the water, everything is good. The water Prashad, the water Duran. The water Duran Charles. Am I saying that right? Duran Charles. Come. So to Slakia for the drink, it's an energy drink. It is 220 exactly now. So Slakia, I need it. And yeah, Khan. Which area are you from, Duran? So it is 2:20 a.m. So I need this thing. It just happens to be red, Salakia. Let's say it's Kool-Aid. So last week I didn't finish off, but I was on the subject of us separating and with the week going on, from last week to this week, as you go through the internet, you watch the news, you listen to the news on the radio. So I managed to, not manage, but it happens that, I listen to the news on the radio, I see the news on the TV, I see what's happening on Shalom, Yabashim, Shabbat, tribe of Judah. What's that again? That's Clyde, right? Shalom, Clyde, Yabashim, Shabbat. And you know, as I was listening, like before I came into the school, right? Before I came into the school, right? Let me add Clyde. Ah, sure. Could you, if you want to come up again, Clyde, let me just Khan, West Palm Beach. If you want to come up, I may have pressed the wrong button. So if you want to come up again, just let it, just press the button. There you go. And before I came into the school, I was like, just like many other brothers, I was watching videos for 10 years. And then before you are truly in the school, you don't really believe the things that are said in the school. Like General YAHANNA be saying stuff, General Myman be saying stuff. And before I came into the school, I was watching for entertainment purposes, hoping, saying, I'm going to join the school one day, blah, 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 blah. I eventually joined the school. But in those times that, I was just watching, right? Brothers in the school, General YAHANNA, General Myman, all the generals, captains, officers, they are saying things that sounded at that time absolutely crazy. It sounded absolutely crazy. Looking back now, the things that they said are all coming to pass. I remember General YAHANNA talking about sonic boom weapons where I remember General YAHANNA saying about these sonic sound wave weapons. The shit sounded crazy. I'm telling you, it's not that I'm saying General YAHANNA is crazy. I just couldn't believe the things that he was saying at the time. General YAHANNA said these things maybe 10 years ago. General Myman said the U.S. will invade. I remember like yesterday, the U.S. will invade Mexico, is going to invade Mexico. And he said it. I mean, like this is maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And he said it, that they're going to use the cover of cartels. He said it. And these things are all coming to pass in front of our eyes. We are literally seeing prophets making prophecies and coming to pass. We are literally reading things that are in the Bible and coming to pass right before your eyes. And this is the perfect time to be in the school. The perfect time to be in the school. There couldn't be a better, any time is a better time, but there could not have been a better time for you to be in the school as of right now. Because the things that these brothers have said for many, many years, even before I started watching classes, which sounded absolutely not true, which sounded absolutely crazy, are currently coming to pass. Many brothers are doing podcast. Many brothers are basing their podcasts off of the things that the Isupk are saying. No one said that Christmas is fake. No one knew that Christmas was fake. The Isupk said the first thing. It's the first organization, the first group, the first anything that said Christmas was a lie. It has nothing to do with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. It has totally nothing to do. And we are, for you and for us and for me and for every brother and sister that's in the school, you are in the right place. You have made the perfect choice to come into the school and be here and be protected by brothers and sisters under the Most High in Christ. So with that, I would like to say to Water, thank you for joining this class. Let's get some scriptures. I left off last week by saying we need to separate from our person. And I would just like to go further into that because there was a first, quite a few scriptures that I did not, get to. There was a couple of breakdowns I did not get to, but nevertheless, who's with me here? Officer Kamal, give it up for that brother. Young man, Clyde, give it up for that brother. Water for joining. How your brothers doing?
Shalom, y'all about Shabakathon. It's
So,
Tawab.
Shalom,
Are you-
Y'all.
yeah, I'm finishing with them. Any of you brothers are in a position to read? Because I hear a lot of background noise. So I would assume you at the slave or somewhere.
Come, I can read,
I
sir.
can read.
Oh shit, Most High in Christ. So like this, oh man, the current atmosphere in the world with Greenland, with Venezuela, with Iran, with all these countries, it has always been pushed, right? That we should come together as a world power, living in harmony, be at peace with each other. And this is what, the atmosphere was. That was not the reality, but this was the atmosphere in this earth. That Muslims, Buddhists, Christians, Jewish, whoever could come together and worship one God. And all these things, that was the atmosphere. But right now, the atmosphere in the earth is, if we are alone, it is better off that we are alone. It is better off that we separate. But there are there is one people just don't want to separate. Greenland, with Greenland, 30,000, how many? 30,000, 50,000 inhabitants on that island, does not want to be part of America. They do not want to be part of America. It's better that they separate than join themselves onto a world power. The biggest, strongest military, the so-called richest country in the world. Europe is separating from America. Europe is separating from the state of Israel. Everybody's picking a side except blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians as a whole. Because we are stuck still loving our oppressor. And what we need to do is separate from him. We truly need to separate from our oppressor. We see all these other nations are having very much success by separating. And it is time for us to separate from them. I was on my way home from the slave, like a little while ago. So I had this brother in the car. So I had him in the car. He asked me for a lift. I dropped him at home. And Officer Magazar hit me up just before that. And I tell him, listen, yeah, I need to drive quickly. I need to, get home so I can, start this class, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, what class are you talking about? And I'm like, now I'm explaining to him, what type of class it is, it's a brotherhood class. And this is going to be my topic. My topic is going to be about separation and not coming together. Now I'm explaining to him the situation. He's a young brother. He's like 21. So by the time he was born, we were properly like nice, fully integrated. But by my time, I'm telling him things that he has never seen before, which is not much before, but he has never seen these things. And I'm explaining to him that, we had our own hospitals. We had our own stores. We had our own cleaning, what they call it, cleaners, like where you take your clothes to clean your clothes and all that. We had our own hair salons. We had our own doctors, hospitals. We had our own, where you find like shopping centers. We had our own supermarkets. And I told him before we came together, we had these things. We were a community. And he was like, the amazement in his voice was like, really? We had these things? I said, before integration, we actually had our own shopping centers, our own supermarkets. Like these, like there's like a store in South Africa, the equivalent to Walmart, and they are everywhere. Like they are literally everywhere. But before integration, they could not be in our community. And I told him, like, we had stores the same size. We had our own everything. And because we integrated, we lost these things. And also with integration, I told this brother, he's like 21. And I told this brother, before integration, there was no drugs in our community. There was no drugs the way it is today. Like we only need, like, in schools, they ran programs about drinking and, teenage drinking. There was no programs about teenage weed smoking, those type of things. It was just drinking and smoking cigarettes. And those were the type of things that they were trying to get us away from, say no to smoking cigarettes, say no to drinking alcohol. But now it's a different case. And I'm explaining to him, back then it was just that. Now everybody's on drugs. And before integration, there were no people on drugs. There were people smoking a little weed and it was frowned upon. Children were smoking cigarettes. It was frowned upon. Drinking, teenage drinking, it was frowned upon. But now it is everybody's doing it. And I can remember and still remember what our community was in the period of segregation without any drugs. I'm telling him this. I remember it. I remember us, we were in the streets playing cricket, playing rugby, playing all these kinds of sports with no idea of knowing what substance abuse is in terms of drugs, crack cocaine, methamphetamines, ecstasy. We had no idea what those things were when I was born, when I was growing up. And when he grew up, he knew these things from a very young age. And I told him, and that's my subject. It is that we should separate. And I also saw on TikTok, Officer Barakia Allah said, integration has failed. So that we should separate and that integration has failed. And there were many times that, the Israelites, not the Israelites, that we were integrated and were destroyed because of that, of us integrating. So I just want to grab a scripture. If any of you brothers want to say something, let me know. And just say Salakia, and we'll carry on. Please, anybody grab me Romans 15:4.
Okay.
Or Kumar, is this you?
Okay.
Salakia, man. I just wanted to say Salakia for the last time. My phone was dead. It was just a horrible night. It was completely a horrible night. And I truly wanted to chop it up with you brothers, but, Lord willing, we do it tonight. But anyway, Romans 15:4.
I got the scripture, sir.
Go ahead. Clyde, you can read?
Calling out of one, sir.
Knock yourself out.
Go ahead, Officer Kumar. You got this one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Read it again.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
For whatsoever things that were written in foretime, meaning that was written in the past, was written for our learning. Like this Bible has so many things that was written for our learning. And the problem is that our leaders out there in the world rejects this Bible. And so does the general population reject this Bible. You know that I'm sure you, Officer Kamar, every brother, sister in the school, watching classes and stuff. And like every brother and sister that's in the school, watching classes, doing work in the school, that when you are seeing these things of ICE, you are seeing the things of the war of Nicolas Maduro, you see the things that Iran, Russia, China, Mexico, even in, I'll get to it now. Even, all these things and in these podcasts and when, people are making videos, they feel that they are lost and that they are worried. But I'm sure that every brother and sisters feel the same way I feel. We knew that this was going to happen. Oh shit, this is happening. It is in the Bible. Oh, this is happening. Jin Muhammad spoke about it. Oh, this prophet has happened. This thing must happen. That we, like the things that are written in the past, is written for our learning. Because in this uncertain times, we are not worried. We are not, thinking about, is this earth going to, is this world coming to an end? Is this coming to an end? What is happening? We are living in uncertain, what they say, we are living in uncertain times. But we in this school, in the ISUPK, we are certain of everything that has happened because we know whatever was written in 4 times was written for our learning. We know these prophecies and all these things that are happening with wars and ice and all these things. We know these things must happen. So when we see these things that are happening, we feel for our brothers and sisters that are out there, but guess what? We know that these things have to happen.
Right.
It has to happen. Our oppressor has to turn it up because the Most High wants us to separate from him. Like Trump is doing, could I say Trump is doing the work of the Most High? Like he is being the oppressor that he is, to see that, to open the eyes of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, to open their eyes into this dream of America and us being, the land of the free, home of the brave. He is doing the work of the Most High to let Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians know that our oppressor is a bastard. And instead of giving him love, we should give our love to our people. And slowly but surely, I see it pop up here. I see like people that you would never know or never seen do videos about, why I hate the oppressor, or bringing out Tulsa. I mean, like, we know about Tulsa, Oklahoma for years, and they bringing Tulsa, Oklahoma out now because that's the content they are pushing, because those are the things that is on their mind. I'm pushing ISUPK, I'm pushing Blacks, Hispanics, and that because that is on my mind. They are pushing Tulsa, Oklahoma because, our oppressor has done horrific things to us. We should separate from him, and I'm starting to see slowly but surely things like this are popping up. Like you seeing videos from people that you never thought you would see, like some random stranger. Even oppressors are doing the same thing, saying, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians should separate. But we, as a people, as a whole, should separate from our oppressor. And whatever was written for our learning, if you could read it again, whatsoever was written in whatsoever things.
Con. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Go ahead.
That we, through patience and comfort.
Through what?
Through patience.
Through patience. What patience is that? Here are the patience. Here are the faith and the patience of the saint. Go ahead.
Con. And comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Con. And these scriptures comforts every brother and sister that follows it. Every brother and sister that's in the school. We seeing Donald Trump does what he does. It actually comforts us because we know that the Lord is hard working at getting us out of this kingdom. Yes, our brothers and sisters are getting hurt. Yes, there are children in cages. Yes, they are going from door to door and our people are terrified. But we find comfort in these things because we knew these things had to happen. The Lord is surely but slowly, not slowly, hard, not hard, what, how can I say? Extreme, going to the extreme of separating us from our oppressor. Like we are being separated from our oppressor like crazy.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Trump is basically fulfilling the prophecy.
God. You know what? I remember General YAHANNA saying the time is going to come when you're going to call 911 and they're not coming.
That's right.
I remember that. And at that time, like years ago, I mean, like, I wouldn't want to sound, no, I'm not old like that, but I mean, like it's 10 years ago, much more, 12 years ago, where General YAHANNA said, the day is going to come where you call the police and they're not going to come. Those things are happening right now. The day is going to come where we're going to have to rely on our own. That day is coming. Like we are seeing, even with the farmers, right? Like black farmers now are thriving. And we rely, and many of these brothers and sisters are relying on these black farmers because these white farmers are going under. And we are looking towards our own. Like these prophecies are crazy, it's unfolding like crazy. And these scriptures are giving us comfort. Like these scriptures are giving me, I'm sure it's giving you, brothers, so much comfort. Like it has to give you comfort because we are moving slowly but surely out of this kingdom. Like there were times, like I can remember where when it was said, right, when the Isupk said that Jesus Christ, YAHANNA in the Hebrew, was a black man. And it was known that we were crazy. Like we were absolutely crazy for saying the greatest man on earth was a black man. Now everybody is saying it. Now everybody knows that Christ was black. The white man is trying to hold on to olive and Middle Eastern, but we know that Christ was a Negro. He was an absolutely black man. Hey, shalom. Slack. Never mind. And these prophecies are slowly but surely unfolding. Like the day where you had to say Christ was black was almost taboo. Now you saying Christ is black is like, you only knew Christ was black now? Like people know these things now. These prophecies are unfolding. What was that scripture where it says, oh man, I don't want you to pull the scripture, but where it says, the man of sin is revealed. But the man of sin is being revealed. Like the lies and the propaganda is all fading away because these prophecies in this Bible are coming to pass right now. Like like separating now from our oppressor is probably the best thing you could ever do right now. And that is our topic. We need to separate. Zephaniah 2 and 1, Baba Krishna.
Salakia, Clyde, you got that?
Con.
Zephaniah 2 and 1.
Officer Kamal and Youngman Clark, just give me 1 second. Baba Krishna.
Con.
He says Zephaniah, right? Officer, come on.
Con. 2 and 1. You can let me know when you got that, Clyde.
I'm my bad, Officer. Come on.
All right. There you go. There go the other one right there. Just hold that.
Slide, yeah. Where are we? Zephaniah 2 and 1?
Come with con, sir.
Let's get it.
Salaki, he say, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourself to what?
Gather yourselves together, ye.
Go
Yea.
ahead.
Gather together, O nation not desired.
Finish it up.
Keep going. Verse 2. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the shaft, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
Right. Gather yourselves together. And that is what we in right now. We are at this point of gathering together. Nothing else. Nothing on your mind. There should be nothing else on anybody's mind besides gathering together. Like I spoke to a brother the other day at the slave, and I was like, what's his name? Keanu. That brother's name is Keanu. And I was like, I spoke to him, and I'm like, I'm busy working, and I'm like, out of the blue, I'm like, would you do to white people? Would you, get them back for what they did to us? They had us, our forefathers in slavery, and the farm that we worked on has been established since 1690. So they had to be slaves on that farm. And I told him, like, on this farm, our very ancestors worked this farm. Guess what? We are working this farm right now. Would you get the brother would you get them back for what they did to us? And you know what the brother said? Yes,
No.
I would get them back for what they did to us. And then he said, you know what's crazy? Just the other day, I saw a video of a white woman kissing the boots of, these. Now, he does not know about the Isupk, but he says of these American guys. And I'm like, did they wear all black? He said, yes, similar to the jacket that you are wearing today. I'm like, I said, so I pull up my phone and I'm like, is it like this? He says, yes, that's the exact video I watched. I said, those are my brothers. And truly the Most High is gathering us together. Like he's making us aware of all these things that are happening in the earth. And he's putting the spirit of us gathering together. And I was like, you know what? Watch this, and come and tell me and let me know what you think about it. I let him watch a whole bunch of Captain Tazariak's videos. And so now me and this brother is talking all the time at the slave. I always ask him, how's the baby? How's the baby mama? Are you all right? Whatever. And with the hopes that I gather with this brother, with the hopes that if he hears my voice, he hears the voice with us wanting to gather together. Trust me, Trump is gathering us together. He's pushing everybody out that thought the American dream was real. He's pushing them out. And the only place that you can, if your oppressor pushes you out, the only place that you will feel safe is among your own. And the Most High is saying, gather yourselves together before Christ comes back.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Trooper Tazarok, he backstage, he trying to get in.
Oh shit! Now I see him. I was looking for him, but I didn't see him before. Trooper Tazarok, you might want to change your name because your slave name is gonna pop up, right? So just have a look at that. Oh no, it's the Wab. It's the Wab. I see it in the backstage as something else, but I see Trooper Tazarok on the thing right here.
Shalom. Y'all Bashim Yahusha Brakatah. Brakathum.
Hey, shalom. Yabashim Shabbat.
Habashan Shabakata.
Yabashim Yabashabarakathum.
I mean, like, our time for gathering is at what they say is the harvest is ripe. That's what I want to say. Like, now is the perfect time for us to gather together. There's no other perfect time. Trump is making it perfect for us. Venezuela is making it perfect for us. ICE is making it perfect for us. Like like brothers and sisters should run into the school because we knew of these things that would have happened. We knew of this 10 years ago. We knew of this that was going to happen. We knew that a race war is going to break out. We knew that a civil war is going to break out. A civil war is coming to America. There is, like what Alex Jones said was so crazy the other day. Who saw that thing on General YAHANNA on the 9 o'clock show with General YAHANNA, where Alex Jones said would he'd rather let Trump, blow a rod instead of having World War III? before World War III, we are going to have a civil war. We are going to have it. Like Trump is pushing all this chaos so that we have it, so that all these prophecies come to pass. And all these prophecies are going to push blacks and Hispanics all to band together, because at the end of the day, we only have ourselves. We
Right.
only have Kamar. I only have you. Rock, I only have you. Clyde, I only have you. We only have ourselves. There's nobody else. And so we should separate from our oppressor, because this Bible wants us to separate from our oppressor. But because we have disgusting leaders, our hope is not in the, like the people in the world, their hope is not in the scriptures that they might find hope. They have hope in the next election so that they can vote Trump out. And that is not what the Most High wants. He wants us to come together, not have hope in the next election so that they can impeach an idiot. There was a time, right, where there was a brother that had the foreknowledge, or he had the wisdom to see that we should, if we don't separate, or if we don't live separate from a people, that they were going to be on the top, and most likely we were going to be at the bottom. And you're going to find that in Genesis. You're going to find it in Genesis where Joseph tells Jacob to tell Pharaoh, listen here, we're just looking after sheep. Matter of fact, if anybody could grab that scripture, I'm sure it's in Exodus. Exodus 1? Genesis 50? You think it's there?
Salakia, sir, what were the words you were looking for?
Where you remember when Joseph told his father, right? When Jacob went before Pharaoh, right? Before he blessed Pharaoh, Joseph told him, right? Listen here, say we are shepherds, because the Egyptians find shepherds an abomination. You know what I'm talking about?
Khan out of Khan.
All right, let's grab. If you could. I think you think is
Salaki, I got that precept for you.
All right, where is it?
It's Genesis 47.
47. All right, what verse?
It starts at verse 1 if you want context.
All right, let's start at verse 1.
Khan out of Khan. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 47 and verse 1. Then Joseph came to and told Pharaoh and said, My father and my brethren and their flocks and their herds and all that they have are come out of the land of Canaan. And they are in the land of Goshen.
So we came out of the land of Canaan, right? So we all know the story of, Joseph's brothers, or, they're selling him, and he eventually rose, to Egypt, and he eventually rose to power in Egypt. And we know the story of him, with his brothers, and all we know that story. So that's the This is now the conclusion of that story, where he says, "Listen, you come out of the land of Canaan and come to Egypt, and now we in Egypt right now. So we are in the land of Egypt now. So come now and bring everything you have." Go ahead.
Verse 2. And he took some of his brethren, even 5 men, and presented them unto Pharaoh.
Go ahead.
And Pharaoh said unto his brethren, What is your occupation?
What is what?
What is your occupation?
What do you do for a living? Go ahead.
And they said unto Pharaoh, Thy servants are shepherds, both we and also our fathers.
So why is he saying this? Like it's the truth, right? Go ahead. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
They said moreover unto Pharaoh, For to sojourn into the land are we come. For thy servants have no pasture for their flocks. For the famine is sore in the land of Canaan. Now therefore we pray thee, let thy servants dwell in the land of Goshen.
Why did we not? Why did we not say, "Let us dwell"? Okay. Why did they not say, "Let us dwell with the Egyptians"? Why did they not say, "Let us dwell with Pharaoh"? Because Pharaoh is rich. Pharaoh is extreme. They were the superpower. They were the Donald Trump of his age.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
I think I gave you the wrong precept, sir.
I think you did, but this also gives context. So what is the other precept?
It's chapter 46 and 34, sir.
46 and 30, or 46, and then we're gonna skip. And 13 or 30?
34. Salakia.
34. All right. Come on.
It was the verse above, right before verse 1 on 47.
No sweat. You went far off. Go ahead.
You want me to start at 34?
Start at 34, and then we'll just skip over.
33. And it shall come to pass when Pharaoh shall call you and shall say, What is your occupation?
Go ahead.
That ye shall say, Thy servant's trade has been about cattle from our youth even until now, both we and also our fathers, that ye may dwell in the land of Goshen. For every shepherd is an abomination unto the Egyptians.
Listen here. These Egyptians hated shepherds. They hated shepherds. Why do they hate shepherds? They hated meat. It sounded like they were a bunch of vegetarians. How can you hate a shepherd? Because that nigga put food on your table. They put. I'm just clowning. But the idea was, like, you tell them this so that that we are in Goshen, and that we're not in Ramesses, or we are not in the capital, or I don't know that we are not in Cairo, where we could make money with Pharaoh or whatever, but put us in the outskirts in Goshen. Joseph had the knowledge to know that we should be separated. We should be separated from Pharaoh. We should be separated from the Egyptians, because the Egyptians hate us because of what we do. So guess what? Tell him the truth so that we can be in a different land separate from the Egyptians. Our leaders don't do that today. Our leaders want us to integrate with the society. And our oppressors don't hate us because we are shepherds today. They hate you because you were nigger. Our leaders should have said to Donald Trump, listen, yeah, we are niggers. Put us somewhere. You hate niggas, so we will be in the desert somewhere. As long as we were separate from you, we would be successful.
Right.
Joseph had that foreknowledge. Wherever we would have been, he had that foreknowledge of us being separated from the Egyptians. Our stupid ass leaders today does not have that wisdom. General YAHANNA does. General Muhammad does. General Mayak does. All the other generals does. Captains, officers. We all have has that wisdom. But our leaders in the world, they don't have that. And that's why our doors are being kicked down. That's why we are being thrown in cages. That's why Alcatraz exists. Because they do not have that knowledge and wisdom and understanding to know that we should have separated from the Egyptians. Please do me a favor and skip to the part where I think it's in Exodus, right? Where it says that we increased, right? Now the king of Egypt, Slack, I'll find it. And the children of Israel. Let's go to Exodus 8 and let's go to Exodus 1 and 8. Let's go there. Because we ended up being in Goshen for quite a long time. And we were separated from the Egyptians. And even though, just like we were separated after slavery, they still hated us. And we're going to find out right now that even when we were in Goshen, these Egyptians still hated us. Go ahead.
Khan out of Khan. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 1 and verse 8. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt.
There arose a what?
There rose up a new king over Egypt.
There rose up a new king, a ruler, a president. There rose up a new president, a king, a ruler. Go ahead.
Which knew not Joseph.
That knew what?
Which knew not Joseph.
Do you understand when he says that knew not Joseph? Anybody?
Khan out of Khan.
Go ahead.
Like he grew up in a different era. He didn't know Joseph personally.
No. Just remember, Egypt is the superpower of that time. Records were held meticulously. Just remember, right? The work that Joseph did. Joseph made Egypt being the superpower of its time. Like, remember, with the 7 years of famine, everybody came to Egypt and sold everything just for grain. Egypt became so rich that it became probably one of the superpowers of its time. That was definitely recorded. It had to be recorded because these Egyptians were very advanced in its time. But you need to You need to think like you need to think black. You really need to think black because yeah, even in South Africa, we understand when it says what it says now. So read that verse again for Pharaoh.
Which there rose up a
No,
new
no, verse 8. Verse 8.
Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph.
Go ahead, read verse 9.
And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
So let's go back to verse 8, right? Have you ever seen where somebody gets into an argument and they are about to fight and they say, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
Khan, a lot of time.
Right. What is he trying to tell this person that he's about to have conflict with?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
And he got a reputation about himself.
Right. He's got a reputation like, do you know who you're talking to? And so for someone to disregard what he's saying is to disregard his words. What is he actually saying?
If
he does, go ahead.
Yeah, like basically he don't respect his reputation. He don't, like he don't care like he don't care who he is, you know what I'm saying, or what he did, you know what I'm saying.
Go ahead, finish up. Go ahead, Salakia.
Khan, that was what I was about to say. Like he doesn't, you know what I'm saying, he don't respect what he did.
Right. So what did Joseph do in Egypt?
So like it, like what you were saying, like he made the land of Egypt, you know what I'm saying, a superpower, basically, like you said. So like financially, like, you know what I'm saying, he made it probably like one of the greatest nations like at that time.
So when Pharaoh don't know Joseph, what's actually being said there?
So like he
You're
got,
right.
Yeah.
You're right there. You're right there. Come on. Just think black.
Khan, I was thinking, yeah, like shoot, like he don't have no no respect for what he did. Like, it's trying to say it or figure out the right words, but that's kind of it's essentially what it is. Like him, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he did, he don't regard it. He don't got like no respect for it. It was nothing to him. It doesn't matter.
Give yourself a hand. Give this brother a hand. Because that the reason why he did not know the works of Joseph is because he disrespects the works of Joseph. It's not possible that he is in a superpower, in charge of a superpower, and not knowing that the man that put them on the map, he doesn't know those works. He doesn't know Joseph because he's disrespecting Joseph. Like if I say, bruh, do you know who you're talking to? Like, like if I say, do you know who you're talking about to? And this brother say, F all that. He doesn't want to know who I am. Just like Pharaoh doesn't know Joseph. He doesn't want to know that. All he cares about is there are too many Israelites in his country. And Trump is the same way.
Con.
Trump don't give a damn about the contributions of black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians in America. He does not care. He knows about the contributions of blacks, Hispanics, and of Native Indians. He knows. He knows exactly what we did, how this guy. You think it? You think when he mentioned all those things that were, he said this was invented, that was invented, this was, and it happened to be all black people that were inventing those things. You think he did not know that? You think the people that gave him that speech did not know that? The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's
They
true.
knew that, but they do not know Joseph, so they don't know us. The more the reason for us to separate. Because even though when Joseph's work was not recognized, we were still more and mightier than them. We were still thriving in a land that wasn't ours. We were still thriving and becoming more and stronger, even though that we didn't even participate in the government. And that is the power of separating from your oppressor. You know, you have a problem right now in America with the Somalis. The Somalis came here about 25 years, 30 years ago. The Somalis in South Africa, they're not in the, like they are in politics there. They are not in the politics in South Africa. They are not in the councilmen. Then they're not in the police. They are not in. The Somalis are a superpower, not a superpower, but they are a community that you cannot mess with. They are not part of anything from the South African government. And these mother effers are thriving here, just like they are thriving in America, but they are thriving here. And I'm looking at these people, and they are like, when they came here, they were, oh man, they were so dusty. They were wearing these ugly sandals or slippers. Their feet were, dusty. They, everywhere you would look down on them. Now, these people are fleets of cars. They occupy neighborhoods, buildings, business districts, because they were separate. They refused to integrate with the society. And at one point, even though Pharaoh did not recognize the works of Joseph, we still continue to thrive. We still continue to thrive in an empire that hated us. Go ahead, Tazra. Salak, is anybody there?
Con, sir.
Khan, sir.
All right, who's reading?
Khan Auto Khan. Salakia, I was reading, sir. You want me to keep reading, sir? Salakia.
Yeah. Are you on verse 10, right?
Khan of the Wakan.
All right. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply.
All
And
right.
it
So
come
they're about Salakia. So they are about to pass laws, policies, put drugs in your community, all these things to get our numbers down. If I could, right? I just want to quickly say this. Like our numbers would have been way if like I don't know. Can someone Google what were the numbers of blacks and Hispanics during the 60s and our population and Google what the population of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are right now? Because I checked it out for this side. In the 1960s, during the time of apartheid, well, all these things, our population was 1 million. We are having abortions, we are being oppressed, drugs in our community. We are 7 million. Even though they oppress us, we continue to multiply. I'm not saying get it now. If anybody can get it, get it. Just say Salakia, we're going to go ahead. Read it again, come on.
Khan of the Wakan. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass, that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies, and fight against us, and so get them up out of this land, out of the
Get
land.
up out of what?
Get up out of the land.
What land?
Salakia, the land of Egypt.
Nope. Get us up out of what land? We are in Egypt and we're serving slavery in Egypt. But get up out of what land?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
America.
No. It's in Egypt.
God.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Would it be Goshen?
Get us up out of Goshen.
Salakia.
So if we are in Goshen, where will they put us? If they getting us up out of the land. Just remember, we said to Pharaoh, we are shepherds. Our fathers, forefathers, we all were shepherds. For these things are an abomination unto the Egyptians. So to avoid any trouble, Pharaoh put us in Goshen. So now we separated from our oppressor. We are thriving. Our numbers are doubling. We are in Goshen. And now he says, get us up out of this land. What is what is Pharaoh doing right now? What is Pharaoh right now doing? We are in Goshen, but he's getting us up out of the land. He's dealing wisely with us. What is he doing right now? Pharaoh is doing something. I don't want to give it. What is Pharaoh doing now?
Salakia, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Clyde.
Ice picking up people.
No. ICE is picking us up after we are in the land, I would presume. This is just an assumption. This is in my mind. But let's stick to the scriptures. Let's get them up out of the land. We are in Goshen. We are thriving. We have sheep. He's getting us up out of the land. What's happening right there? Because remember, we are serving 400 years of slavery in Egypt. So we are not leaving Egypt at all. So, but we are in Goshen, and he's saying, let us get them up out of the land. Anybody? What is happening right there?
So like,
Anybody want to take it? Go ahead.
I take a stab. See, we being integrated.
Give this nigga a hand, man. We are being integrated. And dealing wisely with us is integrating us. That is what Pharaoh is doing 5,000-6,000 years ago. He is dealing wisely with us by integrating us. Just remember, Jacob told Pharaoh, we were shepherds, and Pharaoh is at the time is saying, all right, go to Goshen. And it says we increase the number, blah, blah, blah. All these things are happening. We are becoming great, and our numbers, lest a war break out, that we join onto their enemy and fight on the side of the Egyptians, side. So when we are in Goshen, we are thriving. We are, we have sheep, we have cattle, we have all these things because we are separated. And now he's getting us up out of that land. If I said that land, I would have given it to you. But he's getting us up out of that land. And now dealing wisely with us is integrating us. That's why Western society will bully us, but they would always want us to integrate. They would never want us to separate. It is only the extremist people that would want us to separate. But for the most, and the government, they would want us to integrate. Slakia, just Kamal, can you quickly take over?
Come, sir. But yeah, it's like what the other one is bringing out, like these people see what's going on, man. It's like even now, you know what I'm saying, with everything that Trump is doing, and you know what I'm saying, and that he's putting into play, which is really all prophecy. It's really, you know what I'm saying, it's really just what's supposed to be happening anyway, like what we read earlier, you know what I'm saying, the patience and comfort of the scriptures, we have hope, like here in the Isupk, you know what I'm saying, through the true understanding of these scriptures, you know what I'm saying, and through patience and hope, you know what I'm saying, we looking at, we know what's going on, you know what I'm saying, we just waiting, you know what I'm saying, for everything to unfold, basically. So, you know what I'm saying, that's why us in the Isupk, you know what I'm saying, we just watching, you know what I'm saying, and just everything that and we know that everything that Trump is doing, you know what I'm saying, he ain't doing nothing that he ain't supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying, that the word is not you know what I'm saying, he ain't doing nothing different from, you know what I'm saying, what it's saying in the Bible. And there's gonna come a time, you know, where our people, you know, we all gonna be forced to join unto each other, you know, to gather unto each other anyway, because we got. It's either we do that, you know what I'm saying, join unto our people, the only people that's going to give a damn about us, because like we read in in Zephaniah uh 2 and 1. Like we the nation, you know what I'm saying, that's not desired. Like we never been desired. Even during you know what I'm saying, during the time we were in Egypt, you know what I'm saying, and all throughout the Bible. Like the Lord chose us, but every other nation, you know what I'm saying, all these other nations, they hate us. And we living in a time right now where you know what I'm saying, the same thing is being repeated, you know what I'm saying, that was happening in Egypt. Like Trump, oh Slack it, sir.
Go ahead, go ahead. I don't want to disturb your words. Go ahead.
Yeah, con. It's like, yeah, well, I was just saying, sir, like what was happening in Egypt, like you were saying, it's no different from what's going on, you know what I'm saying, in the earth today. Like Trump is doing the same thing. He's dealing wisely, you know what I'm saying, with the children of Israel. And if you don't think the oppressor, your oppressor don't know this Bible, then you know what I'm saying, you mistaken. It's the same way, like you know what I'm saying, why you think he's only targeting, you know what I'm saying, a specific group of people? Why can the Chinese man come in the country and, you know what I'm saying, he ain't sweated, you know what I'm saying, about his legalization papers, you know what I'm saying? He can open up Chinatown. The African man got him a spot. The East Indian man in every gas station and got, you know what I'm saying, you know, things for their people, things for their right, for their nation of people. You know what I'm saying? But the only people who are being hunted, who are being sweated about legalization papers, you know what I'm saying, killed on the daily, you know what I'm saying, just going through absolute hell in this place are blacks, Hispanics, you know what I'm saying, and Native Indians, just like it was laying out in the Bible. It laid it out perfectly in the Bible what was happening, what would happen to our people. And it's the same, you know what I'm saying, the same things that were laid down, you know what I'm saying, like what the scripture said before, what was written aforetime was for our learning, like what we reading right now, like what the children of Israel had to deal with, you know what I'm saying, back, you know, during the time when they were in Egypt. It's no different than right now. We're being dealt with. The oppressor is trying to deal with us wisely now. Everything, every tactic, everything, you know what I'm saying, all of this is 100% by design.
And if I could, right, first of all, give this brother a hand. What you're saying is so true, Officer Kamar. What you're saying is so true because, you know, a lot of people out there, your conspiracy theorists, saying that these are all scripted and is by design. They think that it is our oppressor that is putting it by design, but it is actually the Most High that's putting it by design.
That's
He's
right.
scripting this whole thing. You know how I know he's scripting it? Because I read it right there before it happens. Yes, we have the script right there. And these things are happening, and we are not worried about them because we know these things must happen.
That's
And
right.
so, you know, and you know what? Trump is just like this Pharaoh. Like Trump is literally like this Pharaoh. This Pharaoh don't know no, well, he know, but he disrespect the contributions of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Everything that they've done in this country by blacks, Hispanics, and he disrespects them by taking away all these black history, all this, the Tuskegee Airmen, all these other things, all, you know, whatever is black that benefits black, that looks at blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in a positive or heroic way, he takes all those things away because he does not know Joseph. So as I was saying, right, during apartheid, right? I was born at the end of apartheid. But I went through and, I did the research because of this crazy oppression coming out of slavery, going into a similar Jim Crow of the English, and then went straight after Jim Crow, we went into apartheid. And at that time, right, we were only 1 million strong in the country. And 1 million, like the census said, 1 million. After apartheid, we went into integration, drugs, abortion, anything and everything that is happening to you, to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in America is happening to us. If you're talking about losing businesses, it's happening. If you're talking about being on drugs, it's happening. If you're talking about abortions, it's happening. And even though they are dealing wisely with us, we've increased to 7-8 million.
Right.
Because the Most High is always with us. And we are reading it right here. Tazara, where did we stop? Verse 10, right?
Khan out of Wakan.
All right, verse 11, because we're going to read it right now. Go ahead.
Khan out of Wakan, verse 11. Therefore, they did set over them taskmakers to afflict them with their burdens. And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities.
And we built Salakia, and we built America. We built South Africa. We built Britain. We built the Caribbean. Everywhere we are, that's what we built. We built Brazil. We built everything. These countries are nothing if it wasn't for us. I read where they started slavery in South Africa. It was written a letter to the Dutch East Indian Company and said that it would not be a successful colony if we do not require slaves. The colony would fail if they did not get slaves. Now, I'm not looking at us at the point of slaves, but anywhere and everywhere, it would be a failure for that country or state if we are not there. Go ahead, Tazara.
Khan out of Wakan. And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Phytum and Ramses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied.
The more they what?
But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
And we always going to multiply and grow. I'm sure the numbers were way less in the 60s. It is crazy, even with abortions, that the numbers have multiplied. Because it is in the will of the Most High. Even though we are more oppressed, we will more increase in number. That is just our spirit. What happened in Egypt is happening right now. And guess what? It would even be better if we just separate from Egypt. Whatever was whatever was written in 4 times is in the book of Exodus. And our hope and our blueprint and our script to separate from our oppressor is right here. Like our separation should be like as in right now. Like we cannot go any way further with being joined to our oppressor. Let me tell you what I did today. So, I work in a kitchen, right? And so this Edomite girl came into the kitchen and she did an interview. But it was like a working interview, so she had to do some, cook some dishes, but she was, doing desserts. So everybody loved the desserts, and it tasted okay. It wasn't crazy, but it tasted okay. But what pissed me off about the Edomite chick, not what pissed me off about her, was like the way the Israelite brothers, not Israelite brothers, but jakes in the world were going on about this Edomite being in the kitchen with them. And they were talking and talking and macking on this chick, and our boss wasn't there. So our boss, which is also an Edomite, he, he trusts my opinion. And the shit tasted okay, but she made, she got the, I hope she didn't get the job, but it tasted okay. And so what I did was, as I can see how they lusting over this woman, I went to the side and said to the to my boss, saying, the position this chick is applying for and the skill level of her stuff does not match. She's applying for a position here, and the skill of her desserts is like right here. If at best it is here. Because me seeing how these brothers are lusting over this lassie, just it literally pissed me off. And I was like, your shit is not that good. And I'm just gonna speak the truth. And the Lord willing, the truth gets you done. Gets you go there to your white people and go work there. And it was just pissing me off today. I was like, this woman, her desserts were okay, but it was not at the skill level that she applied for the position. At best, it is, a couple levels lower. That is what I think, and that was my professional opinion. Chef, blah blah blah. He was like, "Oh, really? Thank you." I'm like, "Yes, it wasn't that great, but it was okay." Just because I saw these brothers lusting over this damn dog. And I was like, God, we, we truly need to separate from this animal. Were you about to say something, Kamar?
Nah, sir.
Oh, Khan. And yeah, so the more they oppress us, the more we increase. And that's how I know that we are the people of this book. That's how I know that even though they oppress us, we increase. Guess what? If we separate, we are a threat to them. Because Pharaoh saw the threat. Pharaoh knew these people are in the land of Goshen looking after sheep, but their numbers are so great that it threatens us. Us separating from our oppressor is a threat unto him. And that is what the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge wants. We want our separation from our enemy, from this Western society, from these religions. It should be a threat unto their world. Separating is a threat unto their world. Because it says right here that Pharaoh had to deal wisely with us because we were looking after sheep. Now, imagine we were an army. Imagine we say, I Majim Shabbat, I Majim. Just imagine on a scale of a nation being separated like that. But because our leaders are a bunch of beggars, Trump is doing whatever he wants to us. I always read that scripture. I'm sure you know about it, come on, because I always make you read it. The one in Ecclesiasticus 40. I always make you read that one where it says, "My son, do not live a beggar's life,"
Con, con.
because our leaders make us being beggars unto them, and for us being beggars, our lives are counted as nothing unto our oppressor. But as soon as we start separating from this demon, even if we were shepherds and sheep herders, we would be a threat unto a superpower. Just think about it. Being sheep herders in Goshen, this is the superpower of its time, Egypt, and we are a threat unto them. We are a threat unto the Egypt just because we are separated from them. What more if we are in the school separated from our oppressor?
Oh, man.
With that, I would like to thank every brother and sister that was in this class. To Water, to Officer Kamar, to Patazarak, young man Clyde, brothers and sisters, everybody. Officer Malgazar will be back on his regular schedule whenever the brother is ready to be back on that schedule. I'm Prison Officer YASHAYA of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General YAHANNA. And with that, I would like to say Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Barakatah, Tam, Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Alatam Ba'ashem Yahushua, brothers and sisters. And would like that to say Shalom.
Shalom.
No, Israel.
Shalom.
The water for every brother and sister that was in class.
Shalom. Shalom. Yahweh Shema, Lataba, Hashem Yahushua.